It's chapter 39. Come on board. Okay, today's going to be an exciting one. We are going to, this is a whole new project for us. This is a 2000 20-foot Hydra-Sport upholstery. And I'm doing this for a gentleman. We're going to get started today. Some of these items we've done in the past. So I'm not going to show an awful lot of them since it's going to be a repeat. But what I really like is this is a leaning post. I've never done a leaning post. And the beauty of this thing, there is no plastic or wood base. It is flexible on the foam, but it's going to show us almost everything, everything that we need. We've either done in other projects or haven't done. It has a snap strip to hold it down on one side. Of course, we're going to do our piping. We got two different, we're not going to do pleats on here. He decided just to have the plain vinyl, do the whole thing in plain vinyl. So we'll have the white and the black and white piping, but that will be the top. So that'll be fun. And the other side, we have a awning holding strip. We've never done one of those before. That's how it's held in. That slides into a track on the boat, and this thing wraps around, and it's a leaning thing. And also on this one, as you see, to insert the foam, we have a zipper. So we'll have a zipper demonstration too. So we'll get a whole bunch of new things. And finally, is we have an inside corner, like we always talk about, which are always a struggle. So we'll have that. But the beauty of this, of course, it's inside. I'm going to put a little tack to it, but this is inside the boat. It wraps around the post, so it's really not seeable, but it's still an inside corner. One of the things I wanted to show you on this one that I think is quite important, as you see, I've already done my markings, and again, I just simply identify, this is a center plate and the side plates and which side it belongs to and what side, where the piping is going to go. But you really have to be careful on the marking on this one here, because these, of course, snaps have to go mate with the snaps on the boat. So we have to make sure this goes back into the right place, so we mark that where the strip is going to be. We also marked where each of the snaps are going to have to be, so that when we do the template and duplicate these, that we have them in the right spot. So that's important. And also here, of course, we want to know at what position this awning strip, holding strip, is going to be. So that's a good thing to do. And of course, then just the back and where the zipper is going to go. And I also redid the snap there identifications. So again, that's going to be good, and where the awning thing goes again. So when you do mark these, just be careful. Like I say, you can never mark too much, because believe me, you can get lost on these things. So that's going to be that's the first one we'll do. Hopefully we're going to get this done today. So stay tuned for that one. Now the rest of them, I don't think we're going to get involved in these, simply because we've done cushion after cushion. I don't know how many cushions we've done. These, I believe, are the backrests, and these are cushion backrests, and maybe this is a backrest and this is a seat. I'm not even sure. And I've already done the marking on them, as you see. That's kind of what I wanted to just show you these. Not that one. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. What I want to show you is when you mark these, this has a nice plastic backing, so of course we're not going to have any warping problems. The foam feels really nice on this one. But what I marked on this, of course, is going to be there with the bottom and the top. I'm not even sure which is the bottom of the top, and it's really not important. So, but you want to put it so you understand. Just pick it, and then you follow it. And also, I marked right where these black straps should hit. So when we reassemble this product on top of this base, we want to get as close as we can to having these strips and piping right where it is. So you mark, not only do you mark the vinyl, but you want to mark your bases. And so if you have any kind of key points where you want to make sure you're you're square and are where you're supposed to be, this will be a good indicator, you know, that hopefully our stripes are going to hit right there. So anyway, so I probably won't show you doing these. Again, mainly just interested in showing these will be just like any other cushion, and we've done a bunch of those. This is more important here. I did a top or a bottom. Again, I don't know if it is truly the top or the bottom, but you see that we have piping on this side, and this side has no piping. So I'm kind of thinking that's probably the top. It goes up to the deal, but I'm not even sure. But anyway, I marked it. And again, I marked where the stripes are going to go. And I also marked, if you notice here, the piping goes off. That's why I'm kind of thinking this is probably the bottom, actually. But anyway, piping swings around and stops here. So I outlined it on both sides where that goes. So when I put the piping on, then I end up in the same spot, I hope. So anyway, so just when you do your marking, get yourself some good anchor points so you know everything's going to be square and where it is. Okay, now the one I am definitely going to show you is this one. Now this is very much like a project I told you about a while ago where I had done actually it was in Slumbrella cabin cruiser, the front cushion area. I guess their berth they would call it. That was done with fabric. They were about twice the size of these, but these are big cushions. And I have this, again, it's the same kind of back we did when we had that well-craft project we did a couple weeks ago. So that will be very, very similar to that. And what I wanted to show you, the beauty of this is the gentleman who owns the boat lost one of these in sea. So what we're going to be doing is flying blind. We are going to try to duplicate. Of course, we got this one here to duplicate. We'll do that exactly. But the other one should be the mirror image of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously make this one. And then the next one, I'm just going to turn like that and make believe that's the top. And then we'll cut out the foam that I showed you in the 38 chapter, that blue foam. We'll cut that out. And it will be like this, and hopefully they're going to mate together well in the front area of the boat. The other problem we had when I reviewed that with the owner is these have snaps. So these snaps, of course, will hold the cushion down to the boat. There is no wood here, so this cushion is totally a cushion. So of course we have a good vinyl side. We have the boxing regular vinyl, with just a webbing on the bottom. But since I don't have where the mates of these are going to fall in the boat, it could be problematic. So let me show you what I decided to do, and I think is a good way, because the chances of me hitting when I don't even know where they were, I mean these of course I will duplicate because we already know that it works. So I'll try to get as close as I can to these and make it all right. But let me show you what I'm going to do to the other one. I'm going to take this strapping, it's called. And what we're going to do, since we don't know where these snaps belong, I'm going to take and I'm going to actually, because this webbing is holy, so it doesn't have a lot of hole to it. As you can see where we've lost some of these over the years. What I'm going to do to make sure that doesn't happen is I'm going to put a strip underneath it and a strip on top of it and sew it together. And I'm going to leave like 3 or 4 inches out here and put the snap in here and then put it down there. So when a gentleman trying to put this in the boat, because I don't know where that snap goes, now he'll be able to move it, 4 inches in any direction to hit that snap, and that will hold it in the boat. Now if you want to, you can say, well, it's not going to be tight enough. Well, if you want, you don't really need it, because it will, they'll stay down unless it really gets hit with wind. And if you want to make it tighter, all you need to do is twist, and that will shorten the thing up, and then you snap it. So that can give it a little more push down. So anyway, that's the way we're going to handle that, and I'm definitely going to show you that one. So we're going to do the leaning post and I'll show you one of these. You obviously don't need to see both of them. I'll show you one of them. What I may show you is this one here. Well, maybe I will show you, because the other one's we're gonna have to cut the foam. And I really haven't shown you much cutting of foam except for the when we did that Mariah project. And that was a lot smaller headrest thing. This will be a bigger one. So we'll do the cutting on the foam. So I'll show you both of these. We just won't show you those. And I was able to buy this and get this again from Sale Ride I bought. That's the awning holder, which will be used for that. That just slides in. We'll do that. And we have zippers. As I showed you, we've got the zipper on this one too. Big long one, where they just slip that, stitched it on, so that'll be a nice zipper demonstration on this and on that one. So we'll have zippers, we'll have awning stripes. It's going to be fun. So you all come and enjoy me, and we're going to get going on this right away on that leaning post, and I hope you guys have a great day and we'll have some fun here. Be right back. Welcome back, everybody. I got all the pieces cut out now, and I have like 155 inches just on the leaning post cushion of piping. So I thought I'd just bring in, we've done a lot of piping, so that's obviously not showing you anything. But I just wanted to tell you what I've done. I'm doing so many projects, and if you want to save some money, I bought the piping in this big roll. And I don't even know how many feet it is. 500 yards. That's a lot of piping. But it's amazing how these projects eat up the piping. It's incredible. You think there's a couple little cushions and all, that's got to be a couple of feet. You end up doing, I don't know, 10 feet and 20 feet and 30 feet of piping. So anyway, being that this was cut up in like 25-inch pieces and all that, I decided, I think the easiest way to do this is just to simply make a long strip. So I added it all together. Came out to like 152 inches, I believe it was. Somewhere like that. And so if you just do it all at once, then you're not jerking around with a bunch of little pieces. This way here we can make a long strip and just cut it to the length we want, and we'll be ready to go. And you don't have to worry about the lock, because you're going to be restitching on top of it anyway. So it really makes a lot of sense. So you just got to get it started, and hopefully, yeah, get that. Again, we just do an 1.25 inch strip. I did it too with the vinyl. I had a nice, clean, solid, long run edge, so I just took the edge off the big roll of vinyl we had, and so this should be pretty good, I would think. And let me just get this started. Gotta have a nice cording foot in there, so you can stay on top of that piping. 1/4 inch cording foot I use. Keep rolling over, make sure your edges are pretty good. Okay, I'll just keep going on that and bring you back when we're done. Okay, welcome back again. Here we are. I'll do these two, as you remember, in that leaning post we have two black strips kind of in the middle. So and they have piping on both sides. So what we do, again, put it on a good face. Let's measure them. Get it right here. And about there. Again, you want to put the edge of your piping on the top, and on the edge there. I'll put this right here. Cording foot right on the right side there. We put edge, nice edge to edge on the edge there. Okay, we're better. Okay, we got the two black stripes done. Look really, really nice with the white piping on it. Really going to be sharp, I think. Very excited. And I did the first boxing. I wanted to show you, probably should show you this one. This is, again, is the tight turn on itself kind of corner on the piping, makes it kind of difficult to do. So I better show you. Hopefully we can get through this without a big mistake. What I do is I took the original template and I put it on there, and I marked on the face where the piping starts and stops. First thing you need to do. And then you gotta figure out which way is the easiest way to do that. I think it will be this way. Again, now make sure you have the edge out, piping in on the good face. Now, let's see, we'll do it that way. Now it's on the wrong side. Let's start over here. Yeah, this is the way to go. So we go to our little spot and we put our piping there. Let's put this side on there, it's better. Okay. Sure our edges are good. Get this started. Okay. Now, what we have to do is we have to remember, we have to relief cut. Otherwise we'll never get around this corner. So about every 1/8 inch or so, put a little snip just below where you sewed the foam core in there. Don't hit your thread. So the seam, I mean. And we just snip this up. Now we really need to do a lot of hand cranking here because these sharp corners that turn on themselves make it difficult. So we line up our edges here. Stuff out of the way and go nice and slow. Remember, slow is good. Couple stitches. I'll go around the corner. So I'm going to start hand feeding it. Then I got to take this up, make sure your needle is buried, do a little twist, then back down, and make sure my edges are good. Get that out of the way. Just turn around the corner. And we've got a sharp angle, so let's pull up the basket again, turn it a little bit, turn it down. Okay, everybody, this is really going to look nice, I think. We got everything put on here now. These are the center plate, and our two end plates are nice big black stripes. Like they're going to work. Everything looks like it's going to get over the corner. The size is about right. We're right on the edges here of our end for our boxing. And we got our boxing for both sides. I think we're going to be okay. It's going to really turn out nice. And just again, why I always tell you to mark, and remark. Because there's two different sides here. One side is the snap side. What I did is I wrote snap down there. So I know this is the one, the strip with the snaps is going to go on that side. This is going to be the one with that awning strip. And also, I marked on the boxing where the zipper is going to go on both of the boxing on the back here, on this piece here. So of course, we have to install the zipper first before we put that all together. What I think I'm going to do is let's sew this plate this whole top piece here. Let's sew this all together and then recheck. Just make sure our size is correct and we don't have to make any moves. And then we'll put the zipper on. And then I think I'm going to sew the boxing on these and then put the back on as the last step. So that's kind of our order. I'll bring you right back and I'll show you. As we always say, what we're going to do is we're going to start in the center and work our way out. I think that would be the smartest way. So again, we put good face to good face, and we match our lines up, edges. So we're going to put these two black stripes on the center plate, both sides. So you get your piping in the piping foot. Make sure your edges are good. I'm going to hand feed this and not staple it. If that all works out. Make sure our lines are good here. What I decided to do is I'm going to double stitch all the seams. Some little added protection. And it never hurts, and like I say, thread is cheap. So better to do it now. Make sure you don't have any rollovers. You don't want to. Back. I put the boxing on one side. I thought I better show you. It's a little tricky, so I better show you this too. It just wraps around. Anytime you have these tough wraparounds, it's always, you got to really be careful. So I stapled it all the way around, and I'm going to do a lot of walking with the hand crank to get this right. Because it wraps totally around. So let's see, try to follow our piping again. And we just follow this around. Make sure you always feel for that piping. We'll walk it around here. Show you the piping under the foot. Lift the basket. Do a little twist. Back to the basket. There we go. Make sure you're not getting anything caught underneath now. And let's walk this around a little more. Back, everybody. I think I'm going to cut this video off here. This is getting really long. And we're almost finished, but we've got to do the whole back. The back is already cut out, but we're going to sew the back on. We're going to put the zipper in. So why don't we finish that tomorrow? Then we'll do that, and then we'll mount it and be finished with this. You see it's coming out really, really nice. I've double stitched everything, so it should be solid. Again, I showed you these corners. I had to really hand crank around to get them right. And the seams all look pretty good, so I think we're going to be good there. But both these boxing things were hard, and I had to all hand crank them, and I went back and double stitched everything too. There's going to be a lot of pressure on those seams. But I think it looks pretty good. So we'll just have to put the back on and the zipper and mount it. So we'll do that tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later.